Hey everybody, my name is Bill Jones, bodybuilder in the UFE and the NPC. Training here with my friend Rahe Murray, and Ben Haag will be here shortly. We're going to film with Jeff today. Jeff's a good guy, known him for a couple years, done some shoots and videos with him, so we're going to have a lot of fun today. Currently I am 5'10", and a half, 252 pounds. Competing at the John Simmons in 14 weeks. Hopefully going to come in on stage around 220, 225. So I don't know if I'll be a heavyweight or a super heavyweight. We'll see how it all plays out though. So today's video, we're going to work on one of my weaknesses. I'm going to expose the world to my weakness, and that is my chest. Something I've been lacking for a long time. Never been really strong with the chest. Undersized, so it's something we've been working hard. Carl Jackson and I have been working on some programming that has really helped bring it up a lot so far this year. And then after a little bit of chest work, we're going to hit the shoulders, and then we might maybe do a little posing afterwards. So we'll see how it goes.
Hey, I'm Rahe Murray. Height is about 6 feet 4 inches. Current weight is 241. Contest weight is, the last contest I did was 220. First contest stage weight was about 210. I started off in the UFE, earned my pro card there in 2015, competed in the World Championships, took 8th overall in the male fitness model category. In 2016 though, I did make a switch to the NPC, given the classic Physique a shot in its opening year. I think it's been a good fit for me. I've competed at the Michigan State Championships. I took 3rd there. Subsequently I took 16th at the Junior Nationals in Chicago. And then the last show I did it for the year was November 4th, Western Michigan, and I took 2nd at that show for my height class. Training right now for a local show, the Michigan State again in June, and then following that show again, hopefully Junior Nationals, and then potentially Nationals in November for NPC.
Spot technique.
My wife would kill you. She loves my chest hair. Don't you, Steph? Go get those long arms moving. You guys gotta reach 40 feet for a full extension. elbow up. Elbow up. There you go. Come on. Good. There you go. Good job. There it is. Make that shit hurt. Come on, keep pushing, let's go.
Is she doing a shoulder here?
Oh, my fucking calf. Keep your elbows bent a little bit. Don't lock out your arms at the back because that's going to hit all tricep. Focus just there. There you go. Feel that? Yep. Better squeeze. Good. Once again, I am 5'10", 5'10 and a half, about 250 right now, 252. Getting ready for the John Simmons on May 13th. We're about 14 weeks out, I think. Feeling really good, feeling full, strong, still eating a ton of food. A little bit of cardio throughout the week and dropping nicely. I've dropped about 10, 11 pounds in the last 3-4 weeks. So the starter prep has been really good. My shape is changing a lot. Seeing a lot of new cuts, and striations are coming out, and the leaner muscles that I can maintain pretty lean throughout the year.
Now, what's your weight difference like at this point in your last prep compared to your weight now?
My weight difference at 14 weeks out this year compared to my last competition, which was the UFE World Championships in 2015, I'm about 30 pounds difference. So 30 pounds heavier now at this point than what I was last time. And that's all been due to very strict training protocol and just tons of food, like eating children, small animals, woodland creatures, yeah. The stuff that tastes good. So my last competition, 2015 UFE World Championships, I took 6th place. And I felt really good about that placing. I came in probably the best I have in the past. I think I've done 7 or 8 shows now, and that was probably the best I've looked. The leanest and hardest I've been, and also the fullest. I was on stage at about 205. And this year, probably coming in 220 or higher. I guess we'll see. So after the Simmons Classic on May 13th, I also plan on competing at the Michigan State Championships. And depending on how these 2 shows go, with the okay from the coach, Carl Jackson, I might be traveling to Junior Nationals as well, just to get my feet wet, get my ass handed to me a little bit, take my licks and move on from there. I'm really excited about this year. I feel like I'm going to make a lot of improvements, and then the off season is going to be pretty big for us. So we got a lot of plans for next year for competing. Now we can get into the workout. We started with some warm-up movements. Started with the pec deck, just to get some blood up in the chest. Did 3-4 sets of 12 to 15 reps, fairly heavy. Just get a real good pump, good squeeze. I like to sit up real tall and keep my chest up and isolate the chest. I don't stretch too far on this movement. I try to eliminate the shoulders coming into play, and you can just keep the tension on the pecs and get a real good squeeze in the middle. And then after that, we went to the incline barbell press, which has always been a movement that I have struggled with. Most of my presses in general I've struggled with. This year I'm starting to get a little more strength, at least where I feel like I should be. So we did 3 sets, 3 working sets of 8 to 10 reps. Got my weight up to 295 from my last set. Needed a couple reps worth of help at the end of the set there, but it felt pretty good. I felt strong, and that was a good movement for me today. After that, we went to flat dumbbell press. This one I have always been really weak with. In the past, pressing like 80s and 90s for sets of 8 or 10. And this year I'm making some movements on that, making some ground. I'm able to hit the 110s, 115s for reps now, which feels really good. Excuse me. That has becoming one of my favorite movements. I can really feel the squeeze in the chest, and the pump comes real strong after a good dumbbell press session. And then after that, we went to incline dumbbell flies with a real deep stretch. So I don't go too heavy on these. Don't want to tear up the shoulders too much, but a real good stretch down at the bottom, and then a real hard squeeze at the top. And then from there we moved on to shoulders. Started with side laterals, sets of 12 to 15. Really trying to isolate the side delts, not raising up too high, keeping the elbows up so we're not pulling with the wrists. Can really feel a good pull, get a real good pump. That's one of my favorite movements. I feel that's always one of my strongest movements, and one that really makes some good changes for me in my shoulders. After that, we did the hammer strength, overhead press, shoulder press. The first 2 sets were single arm presses for 12, and then our last set was a burnout set, a heavy set for as many reps as we could. I think I finished off with 12, 13 reps, and I was pretty fried after that. And then the last shoulder movement we did was a rear delt fly on a machine. 2 different hand positions, pulling from the outside. Gets a real good squeeze on the rear delt leading in towards the medial. And then the backhanded press really gets to the middle back, the inside part of the rear delt head. So that was quite painful. Felt real good. Got a really good pump off of that last set. Yeah. Rehif, what were your favorite movements for today?
Like Coach Bill said, my weakness has always been my pressing movements. I'm a lankier build, so I have pretty long arms. It's a movement. The incline barbell press is something I've struggled with forever, and it's coming along. It's getting better. I've been doing a lot of the workouts that Coach Bill has given me for shoulders. I do a lot of side laterals. I agree with him that it is the best movement for building width in the shoulders. So far this off season, I've put on about 2.5 inches on the shoulders following his program. I enjoy the flat dumbbell press, but my favorite chest movement we didn't do today, but I do like the incline dumbbell press. I feel like that is one movement where I get a lot of blood into the pecs, and I just feel like this gets the best pump I can possibly get out of that movement. But right now, middle off season, I'm working with Coach Bill, trying to build up some strength in the shoulders, and trying to get my arms to fill out a little bit more so that I'm a little bit more balanced for the rest of the season. But overall, we start prep in 2 weeks for my show coming up in June.
Dieting for this show compared to my last is a lot different, and I think that's due to the off season that I've had. I've been eating a lot more food. Actually, my food intake hasn't changed much from my off season to prep yet. I'm eating just as much food, but I've added a little bit of cardio, like I said before, a couple days a week. Some HIIT training, some HIIT cardio, 10, 15 minutes of that. And then other days are, 20, 30 minutes post-workout. Haven't done any fasted cardio yet. I'm sure I'll be starting that pretty soon. But I'm eating a lot of carbs right now still. And right now we're doing the carb backloading style. So in the morning, my favorite meal is eggs and bacon. It's fantastic. The second meal is just some chicken and almonds, and then pretty much carbs for the rest of the day. My favorite post-workout meal, and I post this all the time, is I got 10 ounces of beef and 2 cups of white rice, and nothing beats that. I feel like I want to throw up after eating that meal, and I couldn't enjoy it anymore. But as far as I know, moving forward, we're going to keep the carbs as high as possible, continuing with carb backloading. But other than that, I have no idea what's in store for the rest of the prep. We got 14 weeks left to make some big moves, and feeling really good about it right now.
Okay, man. Well, good deal. The prep goes well, and we'll catch up with you when you're a few weeks out and see how everything's coming together.
That sounds great. We'll see you guys in about 12 weeks.